kind of crazy this afternoon because I was outside and it's a little breezy out there. So today I am going to do deviled eggs. Us Canadians, we do the deviled eggs. I got a deviled egg lover here. And my sausages are, they're Johnsonville. These are original Bratworst sausages. I'm going to stuff these, is what I'm going to do, and then cook them. In this pot, I've got mashed potatoes, garlic butter, minced garlic, salt, pepper to taste. This is all to taste. You add how you add. I just add so I don't measure. And I have parsley flakes in it. These I'm going to stuff a little bit. So first I'm going to work on my deviled eggs, which I need a spoon. And I'm going to put the yolk just in a bowl. Just like that. Man, I might not have to dig these out. I can usually just, there we go, just tilt the egg over and the yolk falls out. So I'm going to mix my egg yolk, well, they are yolks, but they're hard-boiled eggs, sorry. So I'm going to mix that with mayonnaise. I use Hellmann's because I am in Canada, but you use whatever mayonnaise you like to use wherever you're from. So there, I'm going to use Hellmann's mayonnaise and a little bit of cracked salt, a little bit of cracked pepper. I'm a pepper lover. I love pepper. So I usually have pepper in anything. So I'm going to just mix this. I'm just going to crush these up a little bit before I put my mayonnaise in. And on top, I'll be adding a little bit of paprika for the top. I don't put too much salt in these at all. See, it's just crushed up egg. And then my mayonnaise. I don't measure this either. I just mix. I put in a couple of heaping spoons and then I just combine it all together. I want it, well, I don't want it mushy, but I want it runny enough. Well, this is a good consistency right here. See, it still holds, right? It's still stiff enough that it holds, because I'm going to put this in a bag with a piping tip. I don't have a piping bag, so I'm just using a Ziploc bag with my piping tip. And I'm going to put this in here and pipe it back into the egg to make it look pretty. As I'm getting company this evening, so good thing I decided to do all this, because I wasn't getting any company at all. So now that I know, I'm going to fill this bag with this. I usually have piping bags, but not today. I do not. So I need a scraper that I can I don't want to waste any of this at all. I'll get all this in here, and then I'll put this in the eggs, and I'll let this chill for a little bit. I don't even seal it. I don't know, can you see this? I don't know if you guys could even see this. I can even do it holding it, I'm sure. I think I can. Oh gosh, is this gonna work? I wish I had a pipe or an actual bag. I don't know if it'll work. Oh yeah, she's going. Just got to make sure that if you're using a Ziploc bag, you don't cut the corner too big, because the piping tip will come through, and gosh, you don't want that. You don't even have to put the tip in here either. You can just use the corner of the cut the corner and just use it that way too. You don't have to use this. I just use it because it just makes it look nice. It's just, I don't know, it just makes it look pretty. A lot of people like to have, oh, see? Oh! Well, it didn't wreck it, thank gosh. Okay, see? It did come. So now it poked through. But that's okay, because this will still work. This will still work just like that. It just makes it look different. But with a piping tip, oh, I have a fly in here, goodness sake. Look at that. It just makes it look really pretty with a piping tip. And it makes it look really nice. And this tip, let's see. This one has a size on it. So I don't know if very many people have a piping tip. They're cheap. They're not expensive. This one is a 1 millimeter, and that's what it looks like. Just like that. I used to be a cake decorator back in the day, and this is what I would use for after you spread your whipped cream and everything, and then you're making fancy stuff on it. This is the tip I'd use. They come bigger than this too. They come in all kinds of crazy things, these. But this is what I use to do my deviled eggs. So I will cover that. And just before they're ready to eat, I will sprinkle this with paprika. So when we come back, then we'll do the sausages. Okay, I thought I'd do my potatoes first. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my potato and I'm going to put a little divot, like a little holder in there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of cheese in there, because I've got a bunch of stuff already in the potato already. So I'm just going to put a little bit of cheese, and that's how it looks. I'm cooking this in my air fryer. I'm not turning my oven on today. It's too hot out here. So just take it. Oh, make a little bit of a divot. And these are mashed. I put all my stuff in. I worked all this potato together with my hands, not a masher, because I find it easier with my hands to do it like this. Mashed potatoes, I like whipped potatoes too, but whipped I think would be too much. So you just make a little canvas, little cubby hole in there, just like that. And then you can stuff it. You can stuff these with whatever you want. Even if you just use a plain potato, you can stuff these with beef. It doesn't matter. You can stuff them with whatever you want. So I'm going to finish these. Get these stuffed up with cheese. And then when I come back, then we will do the sausage. Okay, now we're going to do the sausages. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to cut it down here, not all the way through. I'll show it to you as soon as I cut into it. I don't know, you can probably see a little bit, but where my camera is, you might not. You're just like searing the casing. Pretty much, you're just searing the casing that the sausage is in. And then you just open it up because the sausage inside is already soft, right? So that's what it'll look like. You just sear the casing and open it up. So these I'm cooking in my air fryer. My potatoes I'm cooking in my air fryer because my potatoes are already cooked. So I'm just going to brown them and melt the cheese really good. My meat, these don't take long to cook either because I'll cook them on 400. I got a pretty big air fryer, like I got a rotisserie in my air fryer. So I'll turn it on to 400 and I'll probably let these cook. Well, I do for frozen chicken that I do for my son, takes 15 minutes. So I'll leave it on that and I'll just cook it for 15. I'm just going to put onion and dill in here. You already got the flavor of this meat already with a topping of a little bit of cheese, marble cheese I'm going to use. They call for cream cheese. You can put cream cheese in here too, but I have to be careful because I have someone in the house who is milk intolerant. So I gotta really be careful. So the amount of cheese that I use on here and in my potatoes there should be no issue. But the last stuff that I cooked with the cream cheese and then the cheese, oh my gosh, that was a little much. So I really have to watch. So I'm going to nix the cream cheese. The cream cheese you can put in here. You just cut a slice, depending on how thick it is, and just place it in. And then load it up. You can use jalapeno peppers if you like. You can use anything in these, anything you want. So I choose to use this because of the flavor of the meat too. These are really, really tasty. So when this is all cooked and ready to go, I will show you. There will probably be no talking when I do show you because by then my company will be here, but I will definitely show you the plate when everything is all cooked and plated. Okay? I'll see you in a little bit.